All right, what's up, guys? Welcome to a Mossology video. In today's video, I will be comparing the Lenovo Legion Go and the Steam Deck. This is the OLED version, and yeah, both what would you call these? Not platforms, because it's like handheld devices, I guess. But it's like in a way, it's not. It's a gaming PC. It's just a smaller. If you're expect, I guess like if somebody that's like brand spanking new to the handheld gaming PC area of technology, if you're expecting these two devices, I guess like yeah, it'd be I think that would be a more fitting name. But yeah, if you're expecting these two devices to be like a full-blown gaming PC, like one that like the one that I'm using right now, like a $1,200, it's not that. Although the Lenovo Legion Go, I would say out of all of the handheld gaming PCs that's on the market, in my opinion, this would probably be the better option. But if you are looking for something where it's like, okay, I'm just trying to play Steam games, I'm not trying to get something all fancy and all that stuff, Steam Deck would probably be the better option. But the reason why I would have to say, in my own personal opinion, the Legion Go is better is because it pretty much so on top of that's the thing, they don't make it, I guess, like games designed or optimized for the Lenovo Legion Go, but I feel like that this would be the closest thing. Like you're all like, man, I wish that the Nintendo Switch had like a internet browser and it was, like a little bit more, I guess, optimized for like PC usage and stuff. The Lenovo Legion Go, in my opinion, would be that. It's pretty much like a bulkier, advanced version of a Nintendo Switch because no, they yeah, it has it where, hold on for a second, let me just make sure I do this right. But yeah, it's like the controllers, it can detach, and then if you wanted to get you, so like let's say for an example, if you wanted to play this out somewhere, but you wanted to sit it up on the table, it does have like a kickstand where you can flip it out and stuff, set up on the table, get kind of like a controller where kind of like how like with Nintendo Switch how they have it, but you could get you'll have to buy it separately. They don't have one, they'll come with it. Although it does come with like this mouse thing because it doubles as a mouse. So if you wanted to use, because yeah, the Nintendo Switch 2 has a feature now where you can use the controller like a mouse. I don't know if that was an original idea or if they took that idea off of the Legion Go, but no, yeah, it's like in case if you wanted something where it's like, okay, I don't want a big old giant laptop. Yeah, I feel like that the Legion Go, it can you can use it for gaming and then you can also use it for like some PC usage and stuff. So yeah, if you wanted to freaking, I'm trying to think, watch a YouTube video, it is pretty much a gaming PC. It's just a handheld device version of a gaming PC. This is the one thing I don't like about how they do this because it's not like how it is with the Steam Deck, or not Steam Deck, but the Nintendo Switch. Like trying to put these back. Okay, there it goes. All right, because I was like, sometimes it'd be acting weird and stuff, but it ain't like how it is like magnetic. Even on the last Nintendo Switch, it wasn't difficult like that. But anyways, yeah, I would say tech wise, the Legion Go got a little bit more going on. But if you're wanting something where it's like, I don't care about all that, I'm just trying to play games, in my opinion, yeah, the Steam Deck. And I do hear a lot of people, they talk on that, but I think you have to like jailbreak it and do all this extra stuff. But if you ain't even trying to do all that, you're like, look, bro, I just want to play Steam games and Steam games only. And I want the games to be optimized and, all that. Yeah, if it's Steam Deck verified, then in my opinion, yeah, go get you a Steam Deck. But no, yeah, if you do want something where I have to say, in my opinion, games do play a little bit better, and then the screen does it's bigger too, because yeah, look at that screen. Say like, even though there's the screens, they do look somewhat the same in size, there's still, if you guys can hold on, let me see if I can kind of hold it in the light a little bit, there's like a border where you don't get to see the full screen and stuff, versus on the Legion Go there ain't really that much of a border, and it's like, if it is, it's not noticeable, where it's like the screen games just pop out a little bit better on the Legion Go. But yeah, in my own personal opinion, I would say that the Legion Go is a much more better handheld gaming PC and stuff versus the Steam Deck. I would say that it's probably a little bit more optimized, but at the same time, I'm like, it's good. I had to say, like, Steam wise, yeah, I would say that it's probably the best thing for Steam games. But yeah, with the Legion Go though, I'm like, nah, it's something where I just think that if you're all like, okay, I really want the Legion Go, but I really want to save the money money, get you a Legion Go, in my personal opinion. But there might be some people out there where they're like, no, the Steam Deck is better. It's a lot better and all that stuff. Look, man, when the Steam Deck can detach the controllers, double it as a mouse, and then also on top of that, it's like what else? Yeah, it's just the Legion Go, in my opinion. This would be that device where if I'm traveling, and I feel like I need to talk on that too, because I know people will probably be all like, what's the battery life like? Battery life on all the handheld gaming PCs, I would have to say probably on the original Asus ROG Ally, it seems like that wasn't really all that good, the battery life and stuff. I would recommend, because they do actually have stuff like that for this, is you could get you a battery pack and attach it to the back, and then you could get you maybe a couple of more hours and stuff. But at most, you'll get like probably 2 hours out of both the Steam Deck, excuse me, in the Legion Go. Probably it might be a little bit less just because of the amount of stuff that you could do on the Legion Go, but it's roughly the same. Hold on for a second. Let me just look it up real quick just to clarify it and confirm and stuff. Legion Go 1 battery life. Yeah, and they do have like upgrades and stuff that you could do. So there's like generally short for demanding games lasting about 1 to 2 hours, but can extend to 2 to 3 hours or more for less demanding titles. So if you're playing something like Megabunk, you'll be able to play it for a while. But if you want to play something like Call of Duty or Battlefield, it might not be all that optimized, but at the same, you'll probably have to like play it on the lowest graphics or something. But if you try playing it on high, it might not be all that good. But they do have like performance modes and stuff like that on the on both the Steam Deck and the Legion Go. But yeah, it's just not, I wouldn't recommend playing like big giant titles. But if you want to, then definitely get you a battery pack, and then probably you might have to like get a docking station to also be able to play it a little bit longer and things. But anyways, and then on the Steam Deck OLED, the Steam Deck OLED battery life ranges from 3 to 12 hours depending on the game and the settings. So more demanding games may last around 2 hours. So it might be a little bit more on the Steam Deck, with the just saying can extend playtime. So they was like, but you'll have to do like a lot of like change arounds and all that stuff. But 5 hours. So probably the battery life, it might, and yeah, because I was saying that just because of the amount of stuff that you could do on the Legion Go. Yeah, it's like the battery life probably ain't gonna be all that good. If you're wanting to like get it for like maybe YouTube and stuff like that, like you're just kind of wanting something to watch videos and you're all like, okay, I'll probably play some games here and there and stuff. Then yeah, battery life probably would extend a little bit beyond the 2 hour mark and things. But if not, you're wanting to play like big giant games off of this, like Helldivers, because I have and that's actually another thing that you could do too. If you have so like let's say for an example, you have I don't know how that would overall work though, where it's like if you install a game, but because I imagine you would need like a gaming PC in order for that game to look good and stuff. Because I don't know how it would work with the whatchamacallit, dang, what do they do? It's like you play it, but it's like cloud play. There we go. Okay, cloud play. Cloud play. I don't know how that would overall work, because it's like, oh, I could just go and get me a mediocre laptop, install the games on there, and play it through cloud. I don't think it'll work that. You'll probably need like a legitimate gaming PC in order for it to look good. But no, if you actually want to get this for like cloud, like let's say if you have a PlayStation or an Xbox and you want to get cloud play, there's an app that you can download for PlayStation. But yeah, this is a Windows based computer and stuff. So yeah, you could get the Xbox app, and then you could play cloud play through that and stuff. So yeah, and then on top of that too, it's like, yeah, because they got like Xbox, because I think Steam Decks, they do have internet browser too. But it's kind of weird how to like get to it on the Steam Deck versus with the Legion Go. It opens up like a computer. So yeah, you can go download Google Chrome, download the PlayStation, like their version of Cloud Play, and then what else? Xbox, Epic Games. Like, yeah, there's a lot that you could do on here versus on the Steam Deck. You could possibly do the same, but I just think there's a little bit more of a workaround and stuff. So yeah, like easy to use. If you already know how to use a Windows computer, then I would recommend going with the Legion Go. But if you're not all that familiar with the Windows computer, then yeah, again, just stick with the Steam Deck and stuff. So they're both good in their own way, but just how I personally see it, I'm like, yeah, bro, if I'm trying to, get some gaming done and get it done properly, I think I'm gonna stick with the Legion Go and stuff. But no, the Steam Deck is good too. Like if you can't find the Lenovo Legion Go, because they're right, this is the first one. I think yeah, right now they're either coming out with it too. Hold on for a second. Let me check real quick because I'm like, I got it. Because I think when I last checked on Best Buy, it was like they didn't have, but they might have it on their own personal website and stuff. So let's see. Okay, hold on for a second. I'm opening up both Best Buy and the Lenovo website. So dang. So yeah, if you do get it, the Legion Go Generation 2, that's 1,099. I don't feel like I paid that much for dang, and it costs more on the on Best Buy. Oh, it might be a memory thing view model. Because I was like, well, no, I don't think it's the same thing. 1 terabyte, 1 tera. Why does it cost more on Best Buy? That's weird. If you get you a Legion Go, go and get it off of I guess like if you want to get a Legion Go 2, get it off of whatchamacallit, the Lenovo website and stuff. But yeah, you could get the one that I have. So if you want to get this one, it's 749 for 1 terabyte, and then it's 699 for 512 gigabytes. So yeah, if you're wanting to get something where it's like, okay, I know I'm not gonna be downloading big old giant games, like you might want to play like games that's like less than 20 gigabytes, then yeah, that should be fine. But games like where it's gonna be a little bit more, yeah, you might want to get the 1 terabyte one and stuff. But anyway, and then the Steam Deck. Hold on for a second. Let's see what the Steam Deck. You might want to wait out a little bit longer because I know they're gonna come out with that Steam machine. So you might want to get that down the road. But no, what's crazy is that so I did get this at Best Buy, fam. Maybe they might have them at a lot of different GameStops, but I would definitely call before you go and make the trip and stuff. Yeah, I got this at GameStops. No, it was crazy. They had a sign up, and I'm like, Steam Deck's like, nah, it might be a thing where it's like you go in there and buy it, then they were like, okay, well, you're gonna have to wait for it to like come in or something, and then you could pick it up. No, they actually had them at the store and stuff. So yeah, they sell Steam Decks at GameStop. So and this is a little bit cheaper too, and I think it does come with like 1 terabyte and stuff. The OLED, because I'm trying to think. They don't. Okay, so they have no. Actually, no. It's well, no. It's still cheaper if you go and get the. It's actually cheaper to get a Steam Deck and to get a 1 terabyte Steam Deck than it would be to get a 512 gigabyte Legion Go. So if you're trying to save up on money, then yeah, get you a Steam Deck. It's the 1 terabyte, and trust me, it's not going to be that much of a difference. But when it comes to like gameplay and all that stuff, like there's just make sure that the game is Steam Deck verified. But if you're all like, oh, well, I want to play a game that's not Steam Deck verified, if it got that question mark, then maybe you might be able to play it. But if not, then yeah, don't even fool with it and stuff. So, but anyways, and then so yeah, they do say the same thing, like 3 to 12 hours. So yeah, they kind of give you like a little bit of information on all the different Steam Decks because they got 3 different types. They got an LCD, which is $399, a 512 gigabyte OLED, which is $549, then the 649, which is $649. That's the one that I have, the 1 terabyte OLED. And yeah, I mean it's downloading games, and that was one thing I was going to talk on too. Like downloading games, it doesn't take that much time on both. If you keep them open and all that stuff, yeah, it shouldn't take up that much time. But no, other than that though, like I still like the Legion Go just because it's just a little bit more fancier. But if I'm trying to like, okay, I really want to play a game, and it's like I don't really care about why, if you can do what I did, get both. So it's like if you want to get a little fancy with it, play on the Legion Go. But if you just trying to play something real quick, optimize and all that stuff, play because they're optimizing games all the time for the Steam Deck where it's more verified and stuff. So but anyways, with that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe if you are new to the channel, and peace.